Hello, everyone. What I'm home, and we haven't had breakfast lunch yet, so breakfast / lunch.
Brunch.
We might start doing that more often. We're kind of thinking about going to maybe more like 2 meals a day instead of 3, because we seem like really full when we eat 3 meals. Like,
yeah. It seems like we're almost overeating sometimes.
Yeah, like I think we're getting more acclimated to the beef than you don't need as much. Early on, you need like a lot of meat when you get on keto diet, but later on, you acclimate and you just don't really need that much. So we just did carpool karaoke, Bodak Yellow, by Cardi B. So we didn't do it on the live. Copyrights, but
copyrights. So we have to.
Hey, did you guys see that? There's a new video out with the geese.
The geese.
The geese, so cute. The geese that we're following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you like that?
Richard made that video.
I know. I really enjoyed making. You know, I love nature videos. I mean, that's kind of why I got into photography. Primarily was to start off doing the nature stuff, and then eventually we just worked into other things. But so I mean,
yeah, you did. It was always birds and stuff early on that you were taking photos. I forgot about that, like the birds in the mountains and stuff. Yeah, that's why I forgot about that. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of just started with that. That's a good way to start, actually, with photography. Is nature, especially things that don't move at first. And then the birds are a little bit harder, but you get used to trying to film with the birds. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
Oh, what a day, guys! What a day.
It's hot in Vegas. What do we got? 109 right now.
It's already 109 degrees and it's not even noon yet in Las Vegas. So, you know, we're basically we've been buckling down. It's just really hot out here.
Yeah, you just don't really do much when it's hot. Like I realize all of us have been sleeping a lot because it's so hot. Like even though the AC is on in the house, it's so hot outside that your body still knows that it's like so hot. Like even if you're kind of cool inside, so it's like you're just like tired. When I'm up to the mountains, from the valley, we were down in the valley. Now we're going up.
We're down in the valley now. This is where we live, up towards those mountains up there.
They're starting to build up and up on that mountain. It's getting crazy. People are getting some pretty
look how steep those mountains are.
Unstable terrain up there, and very like they're having to build the houses like on a slant. It's getting crazy. They keep great. Vegas is growing as far as locals like crazy, but tourists are kind of at an all-time low. But locals are at an all-time high. I mean, locals. We're turning into mini LA here. And the roads, they're renaming the roads. Do you guys know this? So I don't know if you guys are in Vegas. If you're in Vegas, Summerlin Parkway is now called the Parkway. 25 is called the 11. Not when you're out going towards Boulder. I don't know if the whole part is not called 11. But yeah, they're changing all the highways because it's becoming like mini LA here. So they're trying to make it really like official. I feel like Vegas was such a small town when we first got here in 2013, and now it's like so official. Like they got all the new road signs. Show them right here. Right there is. If you guys didn't know, this used to be Summerlin Parkway. It's now called.
Hi Andrew, how are you?
613. Can they see that sign? For Vegas locals, you may not have noticed yet, but it's now called. We should have got gas when we were at Papa's Freddy's earlier.
Are we out again?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go get some gas then.
Okay, good. We got the car wash, but we didn't.
That's a 613. Hey, this is England.
Yeah. So you guys, we got our car wash, but I had got yesterday. Got in the car wash.
Do a U-turn so we'll lose the.
I was the one that had to get him going. I was like, come on, you guys, let's go this way. They're wanting to turn around too, but then as I go all the way down to the water.
And yeah, thunderstorms coming. Oh wow, that sounds exciting.
Oh, where?
In England.
That's cool. We have the opposite going on.
We got weather. Well,
I thought for some reason someone was saying that I was coming to Vegas. So wouldn't that be great?
Hey, JT, there you are. We made it. Yeah, we saw you. Yeah, JT was the guy who called. Said, "I bet you guys 420 today," and you were like, "No."
Hey, yeah, that was great. Yeah. 420, didn't we?
We got exactly 420.
That was fun.
And then we signed off.
That was pretty exciting.
Yeah, so we're in a bad area right now. So it's a little choppy.
We're like a hop, skip,
and jump. We're like just a hop, skip, and a jump away right now. And then we're going to get the Wi-Fi. Hey, there's Sarah. Sarah, email me, is what I said. If you want to be a moderator, email me your telephone number. That's all you have to do. Hi, Heather P. How are you?
Hey, you guys, we're home now. So you can pop out. I'll go around.
Okay. be home.
Hopefully Annette's still home. I don't know if Gloria's home yet. Gloria went to the gym.
Okay.
Gloria went to the gym before even cooking breakfast, so I'm a little frustrated.
Of course.
With her, per usual. She just
Per
jumped
usual.
up. Yeah. Things that irritate me, but...
Ah. Woo. Man, it's a hot day today. Tell you what. My hair feels thinner today for some reason. I don't know what that's about. So, man, where we were, this is England, we were down in the valley. We had to go into the valley to run some errands, get the car washed. I had to get some stuff. Oh, feels like Vegas. Look at that. Look at that haze down there. It is just so hot and hazy down there. You would not believe it, guys. Just crazy. Hot, hot, hot. So, Joy likes to have her own privacy, so she likes to have our own entrance to our own room. So, since the bedroom has a lock on it, she locks it and then uses this as our entrance because it just makes her feel like it's more like a habitable place. Okay. Oh, Amy, it is thick. It is thick. I'm in. We're here.
Hi.
Oh, there's Annette.
Hi.
Yay, you're back.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good.
What's going on today?
Nothing?
Talk to us. What's happening? Let me get the thing. They want to say hi.
Okay, good. They love you, Nate.
Here you go, Nay, baby. Yeah, let's put this on. Yeah. Hey, Joy, bring me the tripod. Oh, where are your glasses?
Oh, they're around.
Yeah. Hi. Crazy summer so far.
That was fine.
Hi, Hey, Undertaker, look at you. You look fantastic in green. And by the way, if you need any help getting... Undertaker's got a new channel, you guys. I think it's a great idea. He's been doing this for years, and I find it a fascinating subject, and I think he's going to find his way. But anyways, even if he doesn't, he started a channel, he's starting to do videos. So check it out, you guys. And Undertaker, if you need any help... Huh? Yeah, he just joined. I know, that's what we were talking about. And so anything I can do to help you out, Undertaker, you let me know. We have a couple people here there starting their channels here, and I don't know. Yeah, Undertaker. Yeah, when we were first starting out, it was, I mean, we are still just starting out, but like we started in 2016, and it was really helpful when other bigger accounts were cool and talked to us. Just made us feel like special. So we try to do the best we can, especially if you guys are trying to be creators. We want to support you guys. Yeah. So thank you so much. So Undertaker's doing a channel because I said, that would be a great channel. I mean, the guy, he's been working in all these, with dead bodies his entire life.
Oh, gosh.
I know. Wouldn't that be incredible? Like, some of the stories? Yeah, I thought that'd be very interesting. Frank, nobody. Yeah, be nice, man. Annette's right here.
Hi.
Hi. She can hear you, Frank.
Yeah.
She's in the room. So just kind of, it's not like she's not.
No.
She can read your comments, you guys. And yes, she does read the messages on the boards. Yeah. And I do read them to her. And I like them to be nice, positive messages. So someone was asking why you delete a lot of the nasty, nasty, nasty messages. Because, well, when Annette looks at them, I don't want her to see all this nasty stuff out there. There's just a lot of trolls out there. I don't know.
Some people are just awful.
Yeah, whatever.
Primarily.
Yeah, she doesn't need to hear the stuff that they're throwing out there. That's for the other channel. They want to do that. They can go over there and talk negative stuff. But this is a positive place where we support people. We say nice things. If you don't have anything nice to say, we don't say anything at all. That's just. I don't know how this woman Caroline was all shocked that I'd be deleting her nasty comments. And I was like, Caroline, you are so nasty. You write all this nasty stuff on the boards. My sister reads these comments.
Oh, no?
You don't? Well,
No.
I read them to you.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I mean, I read them to you. But she doesn't see those. Don't worry, she didn't see them. No, she didn't see them.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, you did not see those.
Yeah.
I took care of them. I got rid of them. And she was complaining that we got rid of them. And I'm like,
Oh, I don't
yeah,
mind.
yeah, she doesn't mind. She wants them gone. Oh, I dig your Garfield shirt.
Oh,
It's
thank
awesome.
you.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know, it's wonderful.
Oh,
Yeah. You look so cute today.
Oh, thank you.
Good afternoon, beautiful. Hi, Samantha Wyatt. How are you? How are you feeling today?
Good.
How do you like her hair? Isn't she looking great,
Yeah.
you guys? I mean, Annette's just looking fantastic every day. It's just a miracle as far as I'm concerned. Hello, Annette. Hi, totally, Tiffany. Annette, enjoy her beautiful. How was your walk?
Good. It's really good.
Looking amazing. How are your feet feeling?
Good.
Yeah. Did you like that when you got the soak yesterday?
Yeah.
We're gonna do that again.
Oh, good.
Your hair looks really cool. It says.
Oh, thank you.
Cheers from Colorado. Hi, beautiful people. Do a little dance.
hi.
Oh, look. Come here, Gloria. Come here.
Oh, good.
Come here.
I'm cooking, honey.
Oh, you're cooking. Come on. Tell them what you're doing.
Really fast. I'm doing the steak.
Okay, come tell them what are we having? What's for lunch today?
A steak and some sausage and some bacon.
Steak, sausage, and bacon.
Yeah,
All
steak
protein.
Yeah,
Annette.
good. Yeah.
And I didn't make any pancakes.
Okay.
No
A
pancakes.
Toast.
Just toast. Great job. Great
Okay,
job.
honey.
Great job. Great
Okay,
job,
honey.
Gloria. See, and now was concerned because she's wanting more protein and less pancakes, and so Gloria just made nothing but steaks and protein.
Pancakes
Yeah.
is carbs.
Yeah, right.
Protein is steak and
Yeah.
sausage and bacon.
Yeah. When is it ready?
It's ready now.
Oh, is it ready now? Okay, come on, let's go. Let's go have let's go have lunch.
I love you.
I'm coming with you.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we're gonna watch you eat.
Okay.
You guys want to eat with Annette? Hi, Totally Tiffany. Thank you so much. You look great too. I hope. How are you feeling? By the way, everyone send prayers for Totally Tiffany. She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, it's really good. You want some?
Oh, yes, I do. I'm going to have some as well. Thank you so much for asking, Annette. You're so kind.
Yeah, I was that. And she doesn't like eggs, so I have the eggs for
Oh, good.
No eggs for you, right?
Steak, sausage, bacon.
So, Annette, do you like eggs?
No, not me.
No eggs for you.
No eggs.
For you.
For you.
There's eggs for me.
That's for Gloria.
And chocolate. And
So hot chocolate.
The bread and sausage. And then after the steak.
So what Annette is having is primarily protein today, and a little bit of fruit. So we're doing more of a keto diet with Annette because it's healthier.
Oh, good.
It's a healthier diet for Annette, and she wants to look and feel her best.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whatever we can do to assist her with that, we want to do that. Yeah. Get a plate. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll get the lights. Hold on.
I already do it. Yeah. I like it.
And then you can have another plate if you want.
Yeah, all right. And another steak.
That plate is too small.
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
You like it? It's vegan.
Oh, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
you're welcome.
Oh, that's for me?
Yeah.
Oh, Annette, that is so kind.
Yeah.
You are so thoughtful.
Yeah.
I can't thank you enough. Hey, you guys, do you see that? See how thoughtful my sister is? Isn't she kind? Yay! Lights. Great. Let's eat together.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. So Annette gave me some steak. Oh, that looks delicious. Oh, thank you.
You like it?
It's delicious.
Okay.
You are such a good host. You are a great host. I love it. I'm having the best. This is the best. Annette has very, very good social graces. She totally waited for me.
Yeah.
She likes having dinner together, right? We like eating together.
Okay. Yeah, better.
It's better that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it's better when we're all together?
I do too.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
I don't think we should be separate.
Okay, good.
We should stick together.
Okay.
Okay. Hey there, you guys. So, we like Annette really wants things that's best if we all stay together. So,
Yeah.
thank you, Jennifer. You're such a good. Thank you for supporting us. And your memberships, if you guys want to join, just click the membership or ask somebody there how to join. But it goes to support the channel so we can continue broadcasting and doing all sorts of fun stuff. Plus, we get to know you a little better too. This is delicious.
Oh,
Wonderful. Good. Annette, how do you like YouTubing? How do you like it now?
I love it.
You love it? It's so fun, huh? You get to meet all these people from around the world.
Yeah.
They're the most. Hi, Tiffany. Another Tiffany. I'll be driving from Stockton to Vegas Tuesday morning, staying until the 14th. They're coming to Vegas.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Tiffany's going to Vegas. And my son has a trap shoot state championship. That's fantastic.
Good.
Well, you're welcome to stop by and say hi if you'd like to, Tiffany. We're right here. Just, we have bed bugs.
Oh.
No. No. Here.
I'm cool.
Have some of mine.
Okay.
I'll make another one. You want you to have some of mine. I can't eat all that. Not for you.
Okay.
We got to share.
Okay, perfect.
Okay? Not for you.
Every share.
That's for you.
Every share, everybody.
Everyone shares. Everyone loves everybody. Plus Joy's making me another steak.
Oh, good.
So,
Good.
Yeah, so I want you to eat this one.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, so I have this. I just want to have a little meal with you. Because we haven't eaten together so long.
Yeah, good.
I know. It's been a while since we sat down and had a meal together. This is like the first time. When was the last time we sat down and had a meal together?
We've not done that before.
Never done this before. Okay, guys. Another benefit of live streaming with you guys is that my sister and I, this is the first meal we've sat down and ever had together by ourselves. So you're witnessing it first. Thank you so much for joining and supporting us. Yeah, I love it. I'm having the best day. Are you happy?
I'm happy.
Me too. That's for you.
Okay,
I got one coming. Yeah, bad for you too. Here, let me cut it for you. We break bread. We break bread together. No, Annette. Hey, where's your Diet Coke?
I would.
Let me get it for you. You stay here. Hi, Gloria. That was delicious. Steak was cooked perfectly.
Yeah.
It was absolutely fantastic.
Good. How about eating a little bit of that?
Well, she'll eat it. She loves it.
Oh, thank you.
How's everybody doing out there?
And then are you drinking your Coke?
What?
Ice in you want ice?
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Great job, Gloria.
Oh, right.
Great job on the steak. Gloria, you did amazing. You are blessed.
Right.
Drink water, not Diet Coke, they said. But Annette likes Diet Coke.
Oh, it's okay.
It's okay once in a while. Wow, what a great Sunday. Thank you, Elizabeth. Nice to see you. Gloria, you did a really good job on lunch today.
We're missing another one of those things. Do you have it in your plate?
Yeah, we have another one.
Yeah, because
We'll have to order. Hey, if you guys want to order some ice trays, we'll put the ice trays on the list because ice tray. We need a couple of ice trays, you guys. We only have one left, and it's freezing out here, and the other one broke, and we go through ice a lot in the summertime.
Everything okay, honey?
Oh yeah, pretty good.
You want sausage? You need a sausage? Okay.
Hi, Mark. Good morning. How was your 4th of July? Thanks for being here. Mark's an old-time local. He's followed us for about almost 10 years. You know, that's a great idea because we keep forgetting to get it, Mark. When we're at the store, honestly, we forget. Good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, great. Awesome. Good job.
That was fun.
Great job. That was fun. Did you enjoy having lunch with everybody?
I do.
I did too. I enjoyed that. It was really cool, huh?
Yeah.
Everyone's really, really freaking nice here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even, you know what I was saying, even some of the people that were mean for a while, guess what? They're actually emailing me and they're being nice again.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and they're saying, they're apologizing, and, oops, excuse me. And so everyone, even the people that are being mean are being nice now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, here, give me your microphone.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, we went down to the Sphere, we looked at the fireworks and everything. Hi, here's Gloria, let's see what Gloria's up to. Delicious meal, Gloria. We can't hear you. Turn the TV down here. Yeah, TV's too loud. What did you say?
Having sausage, bacon, pineapple, chocolate, and a little bit of Coke.
Oh, good. How's your breakfast?
Good.
You enjoy it?
Yeah, I came from my class.
Oh, good.
With my swimming, it was great.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Good. Well, Gloria did an outstanding job making breakfast lunch today. Annette absolutely loved it.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
She was hungry.
Yeah, she doesn't want the carbohydrates no more for a minute. She wants just the protein. So she wants to cut back on the pancakes and cut back on the bread and also the cream of wheat. So that was perfect today. What you made today was perfect. She's learning finally. Hi, Annie. So she's learning finally. Like, you know what I mean? Like you said, like she's cooking. She came home from the gym. They made lunch. So we set up for her. Just a lot of good things going on. You know, a lot of good things in that little environment there where she prepared the food. It was a good Sunday. Put it that way. The thing is, you know, Gloria acts like nonchalantly, like, oh, this is what we always do. This is what, like, what's the big deal? Like, everything okay? It's like, this is like, Annette literally just told you. First time she remembers her and I sitting down for dinner together. And we did it because you guys were here. So really all of us did. And she really enjoyed it. She liked hanging out with you guys. So it was really quite amazing. I mean, so the recovery, everything that's happening, all this stuff you guys are doing is freaking working. It's doing so good, you guys. I hope you guys really appreciate yourselves. Everyone should feel really good. Everyone in the room was really on best behavior. I read the comments. They're all really nice. And you guys were really supportive. And I love it. And she loves it. Because you know, you guys think we're explaining. No, dude, she wants to be on here. And she can read your comments. I mean, quit calling her a retard. You know what I'm saying? That pisses her off. That you're assuming that she doesn't know what's going on. Like, you know. No, bro, she wants to be on here. And when you say that shit, she reads it. So that's all we're trying to say. Like, she has feelings like everybody else. And and if you keep calling her a retard, we're gonna ban you from the room. Does that make sense? And you don't have to say those words, but what you do is you imply it when you say certain things, and that's why you get banned. But hey, I love what you guys are doing. But for everybody else, okay, that's just a couple people. I was just giving a little reason why they got timed out. But for everybody else, great job. I love you guys. It's been absolute success today with Annette. I mean, everybody's happy here. Everybody's having fun. I'm gonna post a couple links for you guys if you guys want to join the memberships. The memberships are only 99 cents. We set it really low for a reason, because we wanted to have a lot of people join. And we figured if a lot of people joined, we could keep the price really low. So it's only like 3 pennies a day for us to teach you about health, nutrition, and sometimes just entertain you. You know, just do silly. I mean, we're always doing silly stuff. You guys know we're always on edge. So here's a link for that. I'm gonna pin that. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna make breakfast. But I just want to get this stuff out there because everyone's always asking me, and I'm in the middle of cooking. You're like, hey, what's the Cash App link? What's this link? And I'm in the middle of cooking. I gotta run back here, send out the links, then I gotta run back there, and by then usually my steak is either overcooked or I forgot what I was doing. So that's kind of why I want to set these things out first.
So I went ahead and made my burgers,
Oh, perfect.
and then so you can make yours. And
Awesome. So awesome. Okay, great.
will that work out?
Yes.
And you're doing 85 today from Walmart because they were out of the 93.
And here is the mailing address. That's where all the gifts go.
Richard, do you have both microphones?
Yes, I do. And hey, guys, listen. I know it's not a big deal, but to us it means a lot, and then that means a lot. If you are so inclined, hit the bottom screen there, and in the right hand corner, hit the dot, or double tap your screen and give us a little like. So we get a couple likes on the video. I don't know. It's good for the metrics. It looks good. Okay, hi. But if you don't like it, don't do it because I told you to. But if you do like it, go ahead and like it. Hi, real one. Hey, real ones. Welcome. Okay, let's go do breakfast. Come on. Oh, thank you.
Okay, so this is ready now for you to go.
Okay.
I made mine. I went ahead and made mine because I was getting hungry. I went shopping and getting hungry.
Great. Okay.
So now you can do 85-inch steak. So this is, we had to get 85 today. They had only one pack of 93 and then one pack of 85. I don't know what that was all I had for one pack of 85 and one pack of 93. Got all this. So,
Oh yeah.
I get out of here.
Yeah, you get out.
Hello everyone. Oh wait, can I have my microphone? Oh no, wait, they're not on the microphone. Hi everybody, how's everyone doing? Richard's gonna cook, but hello. Hi everyone. Good morning. Sorry we're running late this morning. We're doing a bunch of stuff today. Richard was working on the video. I went to Walmart and Smith's this morning, per usual. I was there really early this morning actually. I had to wait like 20 minutes for them to open. Because I had to go do some other things this morning too, so I was like, oh, maybe it'll be about the right time, but then I was early, so I'm like waiting. I was just sitting there on social media, so that worked out. Okay, they were out of, they only had one 3-pack of 93 and one 3-pack of 85, so Richard's doing the 85 and I'm doing the 93 today. And we skipped breakfast, because we were running around, and also we kind of feel like we might be wanting to eat a little bit less because as you get longer on keto, you get more like full. You're like, I don't maybe need 3 pounds. So I might start going 2 pounds a day, which is closer to what I used to do. I used to do 1.5 pounds a day. And then after getting off bulimia, I was doing like 3 pounds because I was like hungry and trying to not want to eat sugar. So you eat like more than you will later. Okay, Richard's getting the microphone, he's getting everything set up, and he's gonna come cook. So, we missed you guys this morning. Annette and Corey, you're doing good. You guys saw. How's everyone doing around here? Let me come and check what you guys are up to. Hold on. Oh wait, I guess these are my burgers real quick before Rich gets back in here. So I made mine. I just went ahead and cooked while you guys were in the kitchen with the ladies because I was getting hungry. So I'm just going to put my seasonings
Mark, everyone's definitely different. Mark's here.
Oh, hi,
He
Mark.
says he has no idea how you eat all that 3 pounds a day. But he says he can only eat 1 pound.
1 pound?
1 pound, that's all you can eat.
And that's all you
what he
eat?
said.
Wow. Crazy. Yeah, I'm going 2 pounds now. I can't do 3 pounds anymore. It's starting to upset my stomach. Too much meat. Like I was getting really full. So I hear you, Mark. But I used to do 1.5 pounds. That's what I used to do. But then I started doing 3 pounds when I first got off the bulimia.
Hi, Midge.
But now I'm back to 2 pounds. So I hear you, Mark.
All right. Okay, so that was for that was a portion of the meal where people who don't want to eat oil go. So here, hold on, I got something for you.
Yeah, so we're doing. Hey, everybody. How's everyone? I'm in. We got a bunch of people in the house. Hi, Mark. Hi, Julius. Hi, Daisy. Hi, Undertaker. Yeah, Undertaker 44 is a new member. Thank you for joining. Hi, Graven. Graven Gladamine. Is that your real name? That's a cool name. Beth. Hi, Beth Rumble.
Oh,
This is England. Hello,
okay.
everyone.
Hey, this is England. Okay, have fun.
Hi, everybody.
Have fun in your martial arts training. Joy, my wife was saying, like when we went to an MMA fight, and she thought, I think it's so cool they do mixed martial arts. I said, why is that? She goes, well, I don't think they should segregate races when they do fighting. I think they should all be able to integrate and fight together. I was like, that's not what mixed martial arts means, but that's very funny. Don't let her hear me say it. She'll probably get embarrassed. Okay. So let's clean the lenses. Get everything off here. Wax on, wax off. Okay. Whew. Oh, it's fitness. I know. Oh, MMA. Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah, we went to a mixed martial arts event, and she thought it was. She was like, "Oh, I'm glad they integrated." I'm like, yeah, good thing they do. Okay, I'm gonna start with a little oil. Start with that. We use Bertolli extra virgin organic olive oil, typically. Then here is what we typically eat is I eat 85, Joy eats 93.7. That's a nice name for a llama. That's hilarious. I have not heard that one. That's a nice name for a llama. Amy, you're hilarious. That's great. Oh, the Dalai Lama. Oh, well, that's a cute name for a llama. Okay. So burgers first. Thanks, Tiff. Hi, have Rich checked his cholesterol? You know, John, I have checked my cholesterol. And it's high. I got to go to the doctor, actually. I got to go get it tested again. Brillo works good on pans to clean. I know. I don't think it's really particularly that dirty, but it doesn't really bother me. Hey, Atlanta. What's up? I used to work in Norcross. Can you imagine me, healthy family, force rich, in Norcross, Georgia? Could you see that? For those of you who aren't from Atlanta, Georgia knows what I'm talking about. Beef tallow would be better. Beef tallow. What's beef tallow? That sounds good. I would love to have met you. I know. Everyone, Norcross is very, very conservative. And I was at the time too. In my appearance, not so much in my thoughts. Okay, so now we go down to the seasoning drawer. So we absolutely love ginger. Oh, thank you. We need to use an oven cleaner. Oh, that's a great idea, Mark. Thank you. We'll get the put after you're finished for the day and wash it off the next day. I'm gonna mention that to Joy. Mark is like Mr. Mom. He's got the coolest setup in his house, you guys. And he's single. I'm gonna say it again. Mark's single. Mark helped us out when we needed help, so I'm trying to help him out. He's got a really nice pad. He gave us a shower in 2018. He gave us another shower. He gave us a place to stay for a week in 2022 during Christmas when no one else would. Come on over. Well, now, Mark, now that we're back on our feet, we've got responsibilities. We got to take care of my sister. We can't, and Gloria, we're always kind of keeping an eye on them. So we're no longer just free to be able to do that as we once were. But that's okay. That's okay. Like you always said, Mark is always saying, Rich, when are you going to grow up? When are you going to grow up? Well, Mark, I kind of did. And I started to take care of my family. So that's kind of why I can't just like, I'd love to come hang out and just watch Face Off with you today. But I can't. I literally just have to babysit sometimes. Like just sit around and do nothing. But you always have, I know, that's all I need to know, man. I know, because your dad's an artist, you're an artist, I'm an artist. And just so you know, Mark, people hate us here, as you know, on social, not everyone. Some people hate us here, and just so you know, your name, you put your full name out there. Well, you're a pretty big name in Las Vegas. So I was looking on the other boards. I'm just giving you a little warning. I don't know if you want to change your name or if you're bothered by this, but there are people who recognize you, and by you associating with us, they might be causing a little drama there. Now, what I did was I had a little leak in my moderator group, and you taught me this trick. If you think you have a mole in your moderators, what you do is you send out something completely ridiculous, some factitional thing, and then you see who gets the information. And guess what, Mark? I did what you did, and you were right. I sent to 11 moderators, I sent a text. It was about you, but it was fictional. And guess what I saw? When they're coming after me, they're using the information that was brought. It was ridiculous. Anyways, the point is that Mark is one of the top guys here, and so you know he's kind of an undercover agent. The guy's worked for Hilton. He's worked for all sorts of shit. So, too bad you're my friends. I know. Too bad. Too bad they don't get it. And so the fact is that, you know, they're like, there's one guy out there. I know that guy, Mark Weiner. He doesn't know you personally, of course. He just knows who you are. I mean, but if you want to change your name, you can. But it's already out there. But anyways, thanks for helping me catch the mole. What happened was I noticed that the privy information that I gave to my moderators ended up in another chat room. They didn't say it, but they said, I have a screen. You know, I was like, how did they get that? And I knew that was going to happen. But I had to use someone that I knew, like you, Mark, that was well known and obvious. And once you came in the room, I'm sorry I didn't let you know about that. But, you know, well, I guess I kind of did. The internet is very different from real life. Most people just want to be your friend. Mark whining right at you. Fuck them. Yeah, exactly, Mark. I mean, these guys are just terrible people. And so they're coming after us, and I'm glad we put our name up. I'm not hiding. I knew you wouldn't, but I'm just letting you know the drama that circulates around. You live a lot on social media, so I know you know the drama. And I know by you putting your first, middle initial, and last name out there, you knew what you were doing. So I just letting you know, you're out there. And by the way, Mark's not scared because he's a badass in this town. And if any of these trolls try to fuck with him or dox him or anything, the guy knows Joe Lombardo, the governor of the fucking state. Not to mention, he's basically in the movie Casino. His family is no, never mind. Sorry, Mark. I shouldn't say that shit. Oh, God damn it. What I'm saying, Mark is not someone you mess with. Ever. You don't talk bad about him. I always think about you, man. But yeah, of course. But I had to figure out these moles, and I couldn't use anybody else. But you're the one person who's known me for like almost 10 years. So I knew I could trust you. So go, Mark. So we found the moles. So moderators, if you wonder why I'm not texting you no more, that's why. There's not you individually. It was just one mole, and we took care of the situation. But the rest of you that didn't say shit, passed with flying colors. I'm not kidding. You passed the inner circle of trust test. So it's a crazy game out here on Mark. Where'd you bury the body? Exactly, I'm not telling anybody, Mark. And besides that, you know we don't go to the desert. We did it in the caves. That's why we called the county to have them fill it in. Okay, Mark. So he's like, stop making up stories. People might actually think we're believable. Why are you so upset? I'm in the chat. Who's upset? Hi, Amy. Good thinking, right? Mark's like, oh, I knew those guys were up to something in those caves. Oh, Jared, it's just about time. I know. Oh man, it's good to have Mark in the room because Mark provides intellectual conversation. Not that you guys don't, but Mark provides. I mean, I just know his background, so just so you know, if you guys have Vegas questions, I mean, the guy is. I mean, he's not Mr. Vegas. He's the guy who basically. He's like Mr. Vegas's agent. If you know what I mean. Watching UFOs. Yep, you remember it. Hi, another day, Bogart. You are so talking. I sure am. Megan. Me, how are you? Where is future growth? Oh, Amy asked me that too. Amy was asking where the future growth. She wants to know where to invest. Could you handle that for me for a second? Yeah. Mark, Amy is in Puerto Rico, I believe, and she asked me yesterday, so I think she's serious because she knows Vegas is booming. She knows that 1 million people are moving here like every day. So her question was logical, was like, since we know the streets and we know everything, where would you think is going to be the next area of Las Vegas that's going to boom? The Strip is kind of done. I mean, Henderson? Joyce says Henderson.
It has to be Henderson. Summerlin is already booming.
Summerlin is already booming. It's kind of already done. Hey, Arturo. Welcome to the show. It sounds like you're new. Please subscribe. You're going to learn something. You're going to learn a lot. Undertaker, take me with you. Take me with you. Where's the marijuana? Arturo, do you get invited to a lot of parties?
Why don't you put your microphone on there?
Because I need to charge the phone, that's why. So if you get me the phone, I'll be right. Have you cleaned your bathroom yet? We clean like 5 times a day.
Bowen's
When was the last time you cleaned your bathroom?
No, that's not true.
Okay, 3 times a day.
No, it's not true. I don't clean the bathroom.
Oh.
I hate cleaning bathrooms, so they're right about that.
Okay, I'm
But I
thinking.
do everything else.
I'm thinking the Northwest Valley, here in Colorado. Northwest Valley. Mark says Northwest Valley, Joy.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, I used to do that, but I never really enjoyed it. I just did it because I was bored, and it was like a better of 2 alternatives. Do I want to be bored and watch Frasier all day, or do I want to drink some alcohol and get high? It just was like, it wasn't like something I looked forward to. It was like Frasier was just tired of it. I don't care for Friends. I'm not a loser. That was the other show I watched. Archie, you're like a mind reader, man. You're amazing. I would watch Frasier, and then I watched the entire 10 seasons of Friends. And those are my options. Either watch Frasier, Friends, or drink beer and get high. So after I watched all those series like several times, I was like, fuck it, let's just drink beer and get high. Wasn't that it was great, it was just that I was tired of Friends and Frasier. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up, you guys. Did you get the goodies? The bag? Where's the bag?
Yeah, it's the.
Oh, it's already out. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Megan. Oh, you don't like the show Friends? What do you mean? Ross is hilarious. Has to be one of the most memorable characters ever. I mean, arguing about whether it's pink or salmon. I mean, that's a whole episode, is whether a t-shirt is pink or salmon. That's some quality writing there. I think it's lovely. Hi, Discreet. How are you? Oh, Missy G, how are you doing? Nice to see you. You look great in green, by the way. Hi, Amy Gomez. Look at you with the 2nd month badge. Phoebe was the best. Phoebe's mom. Because Phoebe's mom is famous, right? You know that, right? Who's Phoebe's mom? I know, but I forgot. If I think real hard, I remember. But if you guys could help me remember, that'd be great. Oh, Friends blows. What? Come on. Pivot. I'm fishing right now. Oh, I'm jealous. Wait, what? The musket just sprayed. Come on. That was They said the funniest episode was when Ross got the spray tan.
Say it one more time.
The funniest episode was when Ross got the spray tan.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What's your favorite episode?
I like when they get the couch stuck up the stairs.
Joy's favorite is when they get the couch stuck in the stairs. Hey, Angela wants to know, how are you? How are you, Joy?
Oh, what?
How are you today, Joy?
I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm doing fabulous today.
Joy's doing fabulous, you guys. Hi, Content Crescent Moon. Welcome to the room. It's always brights up when you show up. It's funny how, it is funny, you know, like, the negative people don't realize that you can actually get a lot more action, a lot more play by being positive. Oh, I'm frozen? Oh no. Mark.
I also like the one when Joey puts on all of Chandler's clothes.
Hi, Kate
Which
Bunbuck.
one do you like, Rich? You used to watch it in Panama.
That's what you're talking about.
That one.
That's what you're talking about.
That's the one.
Yeah, Mark, am I unfrozen? Did it work? Okay, thank you for that. Joey was the hottest. And by the way, my first fiance, I met her, and she met that guy, Matt LeBlanc. She met him. She swam in his pool.
Matt LeBlanc.
Yeah, she was from Chicago, and you know we were both young. I was 25.
Matt LeBlanc, right?
Yeah, her and her friend went to LA because they wanted to be movie stars. You know, natural from Chicago. A couple of 18-year-old, 19-year-old girls, and they went there. And you know, of course, now I'm a little older, she didn't tell me the whole story. But the 2 girls went over to Matt LeBlanc's house and went swimming. And they were just shooting season 1, so it had never aired. So no one knew who he was. In fact, the girls had no idea who he was. They were just like, "Oh, we're an actor." And so she said, "No, nothing really happened. He was a really nice guy, funny." He said he was really funny, Matt LeBlanc, and of course, extremely good looking. I mean, she was like, when you meet the guy in person, he's kind of hard not to like be like taken back from, is what she said. It was like, and so the two women over there, and they met him, and and actually she ended up in a movie. Amy, my ex, she's in a movie called. Do you guys know this movie? You may have heard of it. It wasn't big, but it was played. It played around Chicago. It was called Rookie of the Year.
Oh, really?
Did you ever see that?
That was a big movie.
Yeah, it was a big movie. No, it made the theaters. No, it made it big, but I don't know how popular it was. I don't know if a lot of people saw
I
it.
saw it when I was a kid.
Oh.
That was Joe.
Who?
Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea though. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Oh, okay. She was in the movie with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and there's a scene. It's a fantasy scene where the kid is like, I don't remember exactly. She showed me the part. I mean, I watched it. It was hard. I was kind of like I was kind of a dick when I was in my 20s. I was like, yeah, so what? You met Matt LeBlanc, big deal. Hell yeah, so what? You're in Rookie of the Year, big deal.
Joe Gordon-Levitt, our favorite.
I mean, oh, so what? You did a movie with Jordan. What's his name?
Joe Gordon-Levitt.
Joe Gordon-Levitt. So what? You're hanging out with Joe Gordon-Levitt, Matt LeBlanc, big deal.
Hit record.
Here, yeah, I know he is. And so I was kind of in my own head, if you know what I mean. It's like, who's this Matt LeBlanc guy? I mean, what's he gonna do? Wow, what a great guy. And Joe Gordon, one of my favorites. Anyways, so she's in the scene. I guess Joe is pretending to play the piano. He's a little kid, and he's playing the piano, and she's one of the dancing girls behind him, like in a little dress, like dancing and doing this. Hey, thank you so much, Discreet. Really appreciate it. Yay.
Richard, the first movie we saw together was Looper with Joe Gordon-Levitt.
Yes, it
In
was.
the theater at Red Rock, remember?
Wow. Thank you, Nisa. You're awesome. What are your top favorite workouts, Joy?
What?
What are your top favorite workouts?
Nunchucks and push-ups.
Nunchucks and push-ups.
And swimming. Oh, swimming would be number one.
Amanda Panda's here.
Hey, Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
Hi, Amanda. How
We're
are
having
you
breakfast.
doing? Here's your steak.
Huh.
Love you, Amanda.
Oh, this is Sarah. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Whoop whoop. Cheers, everybody. Oh, Elizabeth, you don't understand. One thing you learn about me is that I used to do triathlons, I used to do all that shit. But at some point, about 40 years old, I said, I am tired. I don't like working out. I don't like going to the gym. I don't like the process. I don't like any of it. I hate running. It hurt. It was cold. And so Joy and I, actually mostly Joy, said, well, let's figure out a way that we can like get fit without going to the gym or working out. And so we do keto. That's all we eat. We just eat this protein. And so then that makes our muscles big and strong. And occasionally we do nunchucks and push-ups, or she does nunchucks and push-ups. I sometimes do, but when you're in ketosis, you're kind of already in the zone. So I'm already burning. So anything I do is going to be like if I started lifting weights, I just get ripped. I mean, it might look a little bit weird. You know the episode where they made $1 million? Yeah, I heard that, Mark. Well, good for them. I mean, they scored it, but I think that was like the end of it. You know what I mean? They're like, we can't afford to pay that every year. Hi, Carl. I hope you guys had a good 4th. I'm ready to go get some smoke soon. Oh, great. Me too. Do you eat veggies? No, Elizabeth. Here's the thing. Now, Joy researched this. She looked at all the publications, the same publications that the doctors that tell you what to eat read, but she looked into it and showed it to me, and I have a background in science. I'm a biologist. So I was able to read it and articulate it in a way that, wow, Joy's right. Based upon these studies, you don't need to eat vegetables, and you do not need to eat sugars, and you can live on proteins and fats. And if you do that, you'll stay in ketosis. Now, if you have any sort of sugar, like a vegetable or whatnot, it will kick you out of ketosis temporarily, so you don't keep losing weight, which is good. You don't want to be that thin. But for the most part, and I can go into the evolutionary reasons why it works, but usually it gets boring and people get tired of it. But basically, when you eat meat, your body says, oh, cool, we have meat. No need to store fat. When you start eating vegetables or fruit, the body says, wait a minute, there's no meat around. That's what the body thinks. That's how we evolved. And it says we better start storing some fat if we're eating vegetables, because if we're eating vegetables, there's only one reason, because there's no meat. And so the ones who survived, like us, got fat when they ate vegetables and fruit. And because they could only, first of all, there was no supermarket, so they didn't get there and get this, cornucopia of vegetables. No, they had to gather little tiny, whatever they could find. If they're in the Northwest, we're talking like tiny little berries, really small portions of sugars. But it was enough to, everything they ate after that would convert it to fat. But that's why it had to be so extreme. So if you have just a tiny little bit of sugar, your body says, holy shit, winter is coming, like Jon Snow, winter is coming. We gotta get ready to hibernate. We gotta stop running around, save our energy, and get some fat so we don't starve during the winter. And that's how we survived. So once you started eating berries, you didn't need much. It was because there's not a lot, but it was enough signal to start storing fat. So everything you ate was like, hey, let's make you tired, let's make you sleepy, because you don't want energy. You want to slow down. It's time to rest now. We want to essentially hibernate, but we don't want to. Last thing you want to do in the middle of winter, if you're a caveman and you have no food, is start a journey up a hill. What you want to do is be kind of tired, be like, oh man, I think I'm just going to take a nap here. In fact, I'm not even going to deal with anything today. Today, we're not doing anything. Today, we're just going to stay and just sit here, build a fire, and see if we can find some more than berries. And that's all we're doing. We're not chasing anything. We're not running after anything. I'm tired, And so the body would make you get fat during that period so that you would stay insulated and make you tired so that you wouldn't burn too much energy. I don't believe in evolution. It doesn't matter whether you believe in evolution, but if you believe that this phone works, then you believe in evolution, because all science is based on evolution. So if you don't believe it and you take it out, then all the rest of science that was based on that then falls apart. So I could go into why this iPhone evolved from evolution, but if you don't believe in it, it doesn't really matter whether you do or not. It's kind of like whether you believe in God or not. It doesn't matter. What matters is that it's a fact. So if you don't believe in evolution, then you can't really accept any other forms of science. Unfortunately, Elizabeth. Yeah, it is an evolutionary thing. It's how we got here. I mean, unless you thought we landed from another planet, which I could sign up with that on you, Elizabeth, unless we came from another planet, and maybe some of us did. If you ask the Native Americans around here in Nevada, I've talked to them. They believe white man came from the moon. That's their theory. They believe other people came across the way, but they believe the white man came from the moon. Now, why would they think that? Right, because maybe they didn't evolve here. Elizabeth, you might be right. Maybe they came from another planet. As far as we know, maybe a lot of people did. Who knows? I believe in creator, and in order to be, there has to be a creator. That's wonderful. And again, it really doesn't matter what you believe or what I believe. It matters not. What matters is what actually works and the evidence that is. So like, for example, this phone works, and for example, look at me. Would you deny that my theory of evolutionary food works? Last year, I was 275 pounds. 252 pounds. And so using the theory of evolutionary, I was able to lose weight without going to the gym. Now, if you don't believe in that, it doesn't matter, because using the theory that I did, the evidence is me. And you even asked, what workouts do I do? You were impressed that I don't do any workouts. So unless you're so rigid in your own beliefs and you can't accept the fact that, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe could be another possibility to my thoughts, then just be open to the idea that maybe we don't know everything, and that our beliefs have a word right in the middle of it. It has two words, right? It's a compound word, be and lie. And a lie, as we know, is not true. So it's weird that they would put the word lie in the word belief. Hey, I'm going to get you to believe this. What is it? Well, in between the words on the outside is just a lie. So beliefs don't matter, including mine. I mean, I'm just telling you what my theories are and whatever it is, but I have evidence of certain things that we can't deny, such as when we talk about the food, when we talk about evolution, we talk about like how I lost all this weight without going to the gym. No one else can deny that, because a lot of people haven't lost the weight. So until they lose the weight or do something different, they can't argue with me. I have evidence. So, hi Salty, how are you? You like sloths? You know, Crystal loves sloths.
Yeah, she says they're so cute.
Tell me, hey man, subscribe today because I keep seeing your channel. Hope you're doing well. Setting up. Thank you. Thank you, Tom. Yeah, we're doing really good. I'm really glad. Yeah. YouTube is really, really liking our content, what we're doing. We've been working with them since 2018. And they probably remember us because we still have another monetized channel. And I can't get into it because I just haven't, it's a long story. but I have a couple emails I probably could get it taken care of. But I'm working on this now. And that whole thing was, for some reason, we just said, this show is going to be exclusively on YouTube. And we had 0 followers, 0 subscribers. I thought we would just be like, man, we're just going to be exclusive YouTube. We're not going anywhere else. It was just everywhere. Exclusively on YouTube. Exclusively on YouTube. And that was another channel. But eventually, I guess they you know, caught on. If he was a college professor, I'd take him to class. Who? God bless from Maine. Hi, Maine. Sloths are wonderful. He seems physically overqualified to teach. Who does? Who are we talking about? Hi, UK, how are you? Oh, cuddly. Hola, Drinker, Halls, Batman. That doesn't make sense. We all came from a creator, and I believe everyone and everything was created. Then that's wonderful. I mean, that works for me. I mean, you can't really poke holes in that. But you see, how does it affect me today? Is that all good, says Stacy. Me too, today is a good day to go swimming. Yes, Amanda. Oh, wonderful. How much weight did you lose every day? Good question. But it was literally like, at first, it was like 5 pounds a day. How about you, Mark? Are you still doing it? Are you still on the train? Mark is a recent convert. We've been trying to tell him to do it for years, but I think he started it, but I'm not sure if he stuck with it. Don't feel bad if you didn't, Mark. I understand. It's hard. But I adore your people. Yeah. Joy, yeah, we try to be real positive, you know? I mean, we've all come, the reason why we're a little, we have an alternate view on a lot of things that people have conventional views of is because we had the conventional views. We were the proponents of the conventional views. And then our mind opened and we said, wait a minute, those conventional views really limited how we could feel. They really limited our happiness. The whole idea of that there's a creator, but the creator didn't bother to write anything in the Bible about aliens or UFOs was really disturbing to me. It's like that's a very important thing to put in Revelations, that UFOs might be seen and we might have to go to Mars at some point. Why not put that in the book? Because they didn't really know. Because they were just making it up. So that sort of stuff is the stuff that bothers me. But the concept of creator, God, and all that stuff, well, of course, I'm not going to get into it, but the Force, Jedi, Star Wars, everything, revolves around a concept called the Force, and many people consider that to be kind of like a higher power of some sort. Elizabeth, the fallen angels mated with women and taught them knowledge. That is fucking. Hey, Elizabeth, fallen angels. And they came here, right? And they mated with human women, right? Now, another word for that, because, no, listen, Elizabeth, I'm with you on that. I think that's true. I think that's what happened. Because the Greeks had a similar theory. The Greeks had the same story. But check this out. What if they weren't angels? What if they were time travelers from another dimension? They came here and pretended to be gods and angels with all their powers and they're who knows, they had cell phone, tripping people out, right? With a flashlight, a Bic lighter would trip out anyone on the planet in the year 0. If you had a Bic lighter, they would be, holy shit. He has Moses, go away. Stand down, Moses. This guy's got a Bic lighter. Let's talk to that guy. We don't care about the burning bush. I want to hear about this Bic lighter. That would blow everybody away. So you can see, but the fallen angels thing, where does that come from? I'm not saying anything other than just, it's interesting because you have to realize we're reading books from the stories that were written were told for 300 years before they wrote them down because they didn't have pens. That's how old these stories are. That's why it's funny. Because we argue about stuff that 300 years they were just word of mouth. They didn't have pens. And finally, one of the time travelers said, shit, we got to give these guys a pen. Otherwise, all this stuff we're telling them, they're going to forget it. And so here, write it down and call it a Bible, whatever you want to call it. Because the women were turned into sirens. Yeah, sirens are dangerous. Sirens actually come from Greek mythology. Did you know that, Elizabeth? Giants are in the Bible along with flying saucers. Oh, that's so cool. Well, check it out. Sirens and all those monsters, that's all like Greek mythology. I mean, a lot of the stuff that's in the Bible was adapted. In fact, including Noah's Ark. Noah's Ark is a story. There's another story that was like 1,000 years before, the exact same story. Earth was wiped out by water. They built. The reason why they called it an ark was because that story used. They didn't have boats back then, so they just imagined like this, like a UFO, a flying saucer that floated on water, and so when they wrote the Bible book, they called it an ark instead of a ship. I don't know. That's what I heard anyway. That's what I read in philosophy class. Jesus went to the top of a mountain and a cloud appeared. Moses, Elijah appeared. Translucent. And Jesus was transfigured. That's fucking crazy shit, Elizabeth. I love you, man. You're broadening my mind right now. Tell me that's not cool shit, man. That just, I love that shit. Joy grew up in the church. Her parents were pastors. So she's kind of over there like, she like knows all these stories. She's like, oh, whatever. But tell me this. Like, tell me about the trumpets. Right? Like, didn't Moses and Elijah have some deal with some trumpets going on? Because that tells me like I mean, if you're thinking about symbolism, what I understand is that these trumpets that they blew down the walls of Jericho. Is that correct?
Yes.
Joy says yes. Jesus descended into the clouds. He's going and coming back. I love that. He sounds like a Jedi, man. Are you sure Jesus isn't a Jedi? He sounds pretty badass. I mean, turning water into wine. What other shit did he do? He rose from the dead. I mean, how much cooler can that get? I'm serious. I'm not kidding. That's cool shit. That's cool shit to do. I encourage every non-believer to watch that movie. Oh yeah, he hung out with prostitutes and tax collectors. I mean, he's really, Star Wars is based on Christianity. I believe it. Or there are just universal truths that Christianity adapts. You know, you have to remember, Christianity as it is today wasn't the Christianity it was 200 years ago. We've changed it. Joy's mother used to call it user-friendly Christianity. Like in other words, like they had different churches that like it was too strict over here. You went to one that was a little more user-friendly, and they just had like little less rules. So it's adapted quite a bit over the last centuries or so. Because if you read like the old books, they're pretty gnarly. Let me see, it's a bit gory. This is animals half humans, half heaven. There's animals half. Oh, I like that. Like kind of like Greek mythology animals, like centaurs. I think Elizabeth is very informative. Can you see? I could turn water into wine with a little bit of what? Yeast and some juice. Really? Yeah, but Jesus could turn vitamin C into cocaine. Could you do that? I bet he could turn oregano into weed. I bet you can't do that. That's what Jesus could do if he was here today. I mean, the water to wine trick, yeah, we got that one. But he would do something else, like boom. You think that's sugar? No, it's not. Have fun. Boom. Cocaine now. You know, that's a very good question. Because if you look at the word male and female, well, male's in both those words, so it's kind of a trick question. What you say? Beth, I'd love a conversation with you. I know Beth is cool as shit. No, Jesus doesn't hate people. Who said Jesus hates people? Bro, kind of looks high. Have you been on that Zaza? What's Zaza? Lamouth, you're too funny. Yeah, hey, Dolly, lighten up. Janelle gets it. Beth, Jesus hates no one. Hello, world. Who's saying Jesus hates anyone? I said Jesus would be cool as shit, and he'd show up here, and he wouldn't do the water to wine trick. He would do something more, like he'd be like, hey, man. I don't know. He'd be like, hey, you see your Camry over there? Boom, it's a Lamborghini. I just converted. They didn't have cars back then. So he'd do something that'd be equally as impressive as water to wine. They didn't have wine back then, barely. So it was a pretty big luxury to turn water to wine. So you know, if he was here today, it'd be way cool shit. It'd be like, boom. God named them both Adam and later he named Eve. Yeah, we reserve Sundays. We allow more religion talk on Sundays than normal, just so you know. Normally, I don't entertain it, but I love Elizabeth. So even though Elizabeth, we disagree on science and evolution, I think Elizabeth is very intelligent, and so I respect her opinion, and I want to hear more of it. And I wouldn't say mine is right over hers. I mean, she could be 100% right, and I could be completely wrong. But I just have my beliefs and what worked for me. But I really, really do enjoy hearing Elizabeth's point because she's teaching me all this stuff that's really interesting to me. I mean, just hearing the words are cool. Like just the way she said, Jesus stood at the top of a mountain and rose into the clouds. That visualization is so cool. So thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Elizabeth, for being open-minded and just sharing your beliefs with us. I really appreciate that because, you know, it's scary to do that, I know. Because you never know, because it's like, it's not that you care whether people judge you, but, you know, it's always more, you know, even a golden retriever wants to hear good boy, doesn't want to hear bad, you know, so of course we want to hear, hey, good job, Elizabeth, you know, so, you know, yeah. Joy, I was raised in church. I think her mind would be excited when she's, wait, hold on. When she sees what's in the books we move, oh, I bet she'll be so excited about that. I love you too. I love you guys. I know. You know what? Here's the thing, Elizabeth. When we all die, you're a good person. We're good people. We have weird beliefs. We're gonna meet up in heaven, and we're gonna laugh about it because we're probably both wrong. It's like, oh shit, is that what it was? And you and I will be like just hanging out, just being like, oh, that's cool, and we're gonna get along because we're those type of people. Because God will be like, hey, you guys are cool. Joy, how's your foot?
Oh, you want to rub it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great, you just got me in a foot rub, guys. Nice job. What am I supposed to say to that? She said, oh, you want to rub it? What am I supposed to say? Can't say no. You seem lively. And some steak. I kind of feel like that dude. Did you ever see the album cover? Okay, Elizabeth, plug your ears. One of the first album covers I ever got was from album was in 1982. It was from Iron Maiden. And I got it because it just pissed the parents off. I mean, I was 12. I could care less. The Number of the Beast. On the album cover was a guy like this. Eeeh. That's a lot of food, man. I know. I'm a big man.
Yeah, actually,
But this is all I'm going to eat, like, all day. I'm going to eat this, like, all day. I'll have a couple burgers now, steaks later. What do you say?
yeah, but you know, it actually is important to eat a certain amount.
Sherlock Holmes.
Diet.
What?
You actually are supposed to eat a certain amount. You don't want your body to ever go in, like, the starvation mode, because then you won't be burning fat.
Hey, what's up, Undertaker? I'm so excited you're doing a channel, man. Even if you decide it's like it's not what you want to do, it made me feel really good, man. And anything I can do, I help you out. I want to do that. Joy, I absolutely love your heart. Thank you, Elizabeth was the one who was giving me a lecture on creationism and everything, and she understood that I was very much a scientist type, and she still loves me, so that's why I love her. But actually, she said some very interesting things.
Yeah. Can you move this thing?
Yeah.
Hey, how's everyone doing?
Yeah, you're in the dark.
Hello, hello, hello.
And she said Star Wars is kind of based on Christianity.
Making spaghetti,
I feel
actually.
that way too.
My weight isn't coming off that fast. I know it takes a while more work. It takes a long time, but also, I was gonna say you have to make sure you eat a certain amount. Like it's crazy. Like there is a key to like, you think you want to like starve yourself, but that actually won't put you into burn fat mode. You're gonna go in store fat mode if you starve yourself. So you actually have to eat a certain amount.
Keep eating.
To get your body to keep burning the fat. So it's weird. Sometimes you have to eat more to lose weight when you're doing keto.
Oh, also explain at the beginning when you have more fat on you.
Oh, also in the beginning when you have a lot of fat, you actually won't feel as hungry sometimes because you're burning your fat. But as you lean down...
But that's when you have to remember to eat, though.
But you have to remember to eat. But as you lean down, once you lose that fat, then you're going to be like, oh, now I'm hungry.
Yeah.
And then you'll be like, so it's like this balance. But you do have to make sure to eat because you don't want to get into starvation mode. Your body needs to know that there's a healthy source of food coming and of protein, of good food. You're never hungry, I know. You're never hungry on this diet. It's
Mark,
awesome.
I love you.
I don't eat veggies. I do not. I do not eat. Love you, shirt. Thank you. I know. Kurt Cobain, he was awesome. We were just watching something about Kurt Cobain the other day. I don't remember. I can't walk barefoot. Oh, really, Ashley? Good. Yeah, you went on Atkins. Yeah, Cato is basically the same as Atkins.
Where is Northwest?
You mean in Vegas?
Yeah, Northwest Vegas. What part of town is that?
Well, that would be us.
That's where Mark says the next booming area.
Well, that's where we're at. Yeah, it's totally booming here.
Amy
We're
was
saying
asking.
besides, yeah, it's totally booming here. They're totally building up the mountain. It's getting ridiculous. Can I get a shout out? Hi, Joseph Vasquez. How are you? Thank you, Midge. You say I look beautiful today. Thank you. Where are we from? Trevor Taylor. I'm from Placerville, California. I was born in Carmichael, California, which is based in Sacramento. But then I grew up in Placerville, California, and Richard is from Portland, Oregon. Do you know if you only have one kidney? You know, I would say Cato is safe anytime, but I am not a doctor, so do not take
Yeah, you have to. Everybody's different.
Yeah, everyone's different, but I would say it's safe for anyone. But I don't recommend it for kids. I think kids definitely should be having other things, but I think adults.
Kids can eat
I think adults we don't need to have sugar, but you guys do not quote me on that, and don't if you ask your doc. Well, your doctor's probably not gonna recommend. Doctors are not. Some doctors are on.
Keto is okay.
Yeah, keto. But doctors are really on this thing like where you're supposed to have this balanced diet, where they they think because that's what we were taught for so many years, you guys, like the food pyramid and stuff. But it's not that your doctors necessarily are. I don't want to say they're wrong. They're kind of wrong. But what it is doctors learn stuff when they went to school, and they often are not learning the most cutting edge stuff because it takes a long time for things to get approved in the medical field for a doctor to say it's okay to do this. It takes a lot of years. So like your doctor, even if he thinks something is a good idea, he can't say it is until it's like approved for him to say it is. So like things like the weed, no doctor is going to recommend that unless it's a weed doctor, or even I don't know if they're recommending keto because it's still kind of like a new thing. But eat some meat. Yeah, that's what I do is eat all meat. You a vegan for sure? No, I am the opposite of a vegan. I eat all beef. Vegans will get fat. So if I was fat, you should call me a vegan. If I'm thin, keto. Bottom line. Honestly, if a vegan is thin, they're probably a bulimic. Or they only eat just things like we were talking about this. We're like, if you're vegan like my bunny where you eat hay all day, then you might be thin. But if you're vegan and you're just eating things that are vegan, that's usually just really sugary things. So you're probably going to be fat. I was a vegan for 12 years. So I'm talking from experience, and that's when I was my fattest. I went into the Air Force as a vegan, and they made me lose 10 pounds because I was too fat. Mm-hmm. I was 155 pounds in 2002. They wouldn't let me go in the Air Force. I had to be 145 pounds. I'm 5'6", and that's because I was on a vegan diet. I was a vegan for 12 years.
Right.
Yeah, and I stopped being a vegan because I got tired of being so fat, and I was like, "This is ridiculous." Everyone's
like most of our
everyone's like, "Why don't you eat meat?" And I'm like, "Well, I didn't want to," but then I was like, "You guys are thin eating meat. That makes more sense."
Joy and I definitely felt like you guys, like all the conventional stuff. Like you guys are so. We did everything conventional most of our lives. It was just the last 5 or 6 years where we started like, hey, you know what? Let's think differently. Let's do things differently. Let's not do it the same way we've always done them. Mm-hmm. Oh, but do you feel like telling a story about how we met? Someone asked. Sarah.
Oh.
Sarah asked how we met.
How we met is, after I got out of the Air Force, I moved to Portland. Well, first I moved to Chico, California, but then I ended up in Portland, or like in Vancouver, Washington, because that's where my dad had moved when I was in the Air Force. So everyone had moved when I was in the Air Force. My entire family moved. No one lived where I was from when I got out of the Air Force. So my mom had moved to Gold Beach, Oregon, and then she had died. She killed herself while I was in the Air Force. And then my dad had moved to Vancouver, Washington, and my sister had moved to Chico, California. And we're from Placerville, California. So when I got out of the Air Force, there was no like home to go to. I didn't have anywhere that I knew. Like everyone had moved. I ended up going with my sister first. I wanted to say I was in Oklahoma when I was stationed in the Air Force, Oklahoma City, because I was at Tinker Air Force Base. I was an airborne surveillance instructor on the AWACS plane. which is the Airborne Warning and Control System plane. It's the big Boeing 757 that has the radar rotor dome on top. So I was basically like an air traffic controller in the sky. So I didn't fly the plane. I was on the plane. We have consoles, and you track planes while you're on the plane. And you protect the president when he's flying in Air Force One. So we do missions like that. We also do counter drug ops, where we go. Like I went to Ecuador for 2 months, and we try to find the planes that are flying low and slow and maneuvering between the mountains and stuff. So I did all that stuff, and I was like the best. I was an instructor, and I kept getting all these awards. I got senior and below zone. I was getting like Airman of the Year. I kept getting award after award, and they made me instructor. And then my mom killed herself, and when I was 20, and I had 1 year left in the Air Force. So I joined the Air Force at 17. I joined a year early, so I'm getting to how me and Richard met, but I'll tell you why. It's kind of weird, like how I ended up there. Such a weird random event. So, I went in at 17 because I graduated high school a year early, and so I was getting out at 21 would be the end of my 4-year enlistment. I was going to re-enlist, and I loved my job. But when my mom died, I went home for 2 weeks. And then when I came back, I talked to my flight commander and my squadron commander, and they were like, do you want to tell everyone what happened, or do you want us to kind of just like, let you move on? And I was like, so you don't have to be questioned all the time about your mom's death. And I was like, let's not tell everyone. So like enough people that I thought needed to know knew, but then they changed squadron commanders. So my squadron commander was Colonel Roselli, and he got promoted to work at the Pentagon. And this new commander came in called Colonel Ferguson, and he didn't know me, and he was on the flight with me, and he like freaked out when he found out that like right before the flight that my mom had killed herself. He was like, well, should this girl be flying? And so he pulled me off the flight, me and my student, and by pulling me off the flight, it made it so I lost my flying status. And in order to get it back, I would have to retrain for 2.5 years, and I was already an instructor. I only had a year left of my first enlistment of the 4-year. And I was like, that's just BS, because like he even later felt bad, but like just by him doing that, like he couldn't undo it. And then they put me on like suicide watch, which was like so annoying, and it was the worst thing, and it was like really lame because I wasn't suicidal. And what they did actually made me almost suicidal, because it was so bad what they did to me, and then I didn't want to be in the military anymore after what they did. And since I couldn't do my job, I could do anything else. So some people think I have an honorable discharge. I could have done anything on the ground. I just lost my flying status, which is the only thing I wanted to do was fly, because I love flying. I love being in the air. I absolutely love being in the air. And all I wanted to do was be a pilot. And then they grounded me because my mom killed herself, which had nothing to do with me. I get it's my mom, but it's not fair that I got grounded just because my mom. I didn't do anything to deserve it. Like, it wasn't like, there's nothing where I tried to kill myself or anything like that. There was nothing. Like, I was showing up to work, I was doing my job, I was instructing, and someone heard my mom killed herself and made a rash movement, and I got grounded, and it's not fair. And so I was really mad at the military. So when they offered me, I also lost half my hearing. So they offered me disability, and I was so mad I didn't want it. I was like, forget it, I don't want your disability. So I could have disability for the military and didn't take it like an idiot. I should look into it, but I don't know. I'm still mad at them. But I do go to the VA for if I have to go for the ER or something like that. I've gone there a couple times here in Vegas. But anywho, so when I got out of the military, I was pretty mad because it was just like my life kind of sucked. And my mom had died, and then like they'd take away my job. So I just kind of like did whatever jobs. And my stepmom was a real estate agent. So I got a job at Keller Williams in the admin, and then I just started working in real estate for like a lot of years. So I ended up working in real estate for like 6 or 7 years as like admin, and I worked I was executive assistant, and I was office manager and admin, all this stuff so I like know everything about real estate. I never was an agent, but I was like the agent's assistant, so I did all of the stuff. I know how to do it. So I could get back into real estate if I wanted to, but I don't really like it that much. It's all right. But anywho, so then my brother died, and when I was doing real estate, and I ended up 1 month after my brother died getting a DUI. And by doing my DUI, I decided to do deferment, but since I had to take all these classes, they interfered with my treatment classes interfered with my job, so I had to quit that job that I worked for 4 years at this one at Keller Williams. And then I had to do just part-time jobs while I was doing alcohol treatment, which I don't drink alcohol now. And this was in 2008. Yeah, 2008. And I was 22. And So I was just doing stupid little jobs. And this is how I got into meeting Richard. So I was, after getting my DUI, I just did a lot of part-time dumb jobs because I had to do this treatment for like 4 years. And so I ended up, one of the jobs I was doing was I was a concierge at a condo building. And it was called the Civic, and it was in Portland, Oregon. And that's where Richard lived. And Richard owned the actual store downstairs. It was called Taller's. It was like a convenience store. He sold beer and cigarettes and food and like all kinds of organic food, and like it was the coolest store ever. He had like wood, really nice shelves, and they did pulled pork sandwiches because Richard's family owned a hardware store in Westland. They were the top Traeger sales for online for selling Traeger pellet grills. They owned their website was pgo.com, pelletgrilloutlet.com, and his dad also created credit card processing. He was the first one to get this little machine. Anyway, so they did a lot of stuff. It was so glorious spending all that money. There was a lot of money and a lot of assets and a lot of things. But when I met Richard, they were already kind of like, the dad had died and they were losing a lot of stuff. But when I first met him was in 2009 when I worked at the condo building. And at that time, Richard was very, very successful. And he had a fiance. And me and him were never like romantic or anything. I didn't think anything of it. I actually dated his next door neighbor for like 2 years, which is funny, like next door, like right next to Richard. And he had the nicest condo, Richard. My boyfriend just had like a studio. Richard had this really nice condo. He had like, he was the only one with like this really nice balcony that was right next to the Geldwood Field. That's the soccer stadium. And he had season tickets to the Geldwood at the club level. So he used to sell me tickets for my friends would want to go and stuff. And I went a couple times. So like me and Richard would cross paths once in a while, but like never anything romantic for many years. And then, so that was 2009. And then in 2012, this one, like his dad had died in 2011, and him and his fiance broke up like right after his dad died. She was cheating on him or something. And then the businesses started to kind of fail once the dad died, and Gloria was here in Vegas, and it was a nightmare. And Richard was trying to handle it all on his own, and I wasn't involved. And so one day I was a big drunk, and so had gone out drinking the night before. I only hung out with bartenders and cocktailers, and I got drinking the night before all night long. And then that morning I was going with my friend. She opened at this bar called Bullpen. It's in Portland, Oregon, in the Northwest. And I just rode along with her to work that morning. So it was like 6 a.m. And Richard was there with another neighbor named Tony, because that neighbor's girlfriend was cheating on him and was out all night. And so he's like, please go to the bar with me, because Richard isn't as much a drinker as what I was. He drank when I made him drink. Like, he would drink with me, but he doesn't really like drinking. And so he wouldn't have normally been at the bar at all. His friend drug him to the bar, and I was there, and I was sitting there for about 15 minutes. There was only the three of us in the bar. We were at the bar, and no one else was in the whole place. And I didn't even want to say hi because I was tired, I was hungover, and I was bulimic at the time. So I was having a Bloody Mary, and I was eating my food, and I knew I was gonna throw up, and I was like, I don't feel like talking to anybody. And I sat there, but then it just started to get awkward because it's literally like there was only the three of us. So funny, I was like, hey, and then they were like, oh, Joy, because like I saw them before they saw me, because I was kind of behind them a little bit, and I was kind of like hiding because I didn't feel like talking to people. And then after that, like we all just hung out the rest of that day. Like we bar crawled all around Northwest Portland, and we just got wasted, me, Tony, and Richard. And it wasn't a romantic thing with any of us at all either that day. It was just like, we were just like all just walking around, getting wasted. And then we ended up going to Tony's house later that evening, and we all passed out on the couch. We did whippets. Whippets, so stupid thing, like you suck helium, dumbest thing. Anyways, then we all passed out on Tony's couch, but he had like a sectional, so we're all like in different parts. But his girlfriend came home and then saw all of us there, and she like flipped out. But there was never anything like romantic or anything, but she hated me, that girl. And she hated me because one time I almost had a threesome with her and this other guy, and then she got mad because she thought I was going to tell her boyfriend. But I didn't care. Whatever. This stuff doesn't bother me. Sex is, people make way too big a deal about sex. I could give a crap. And I've never been someone that freaks out about that kind of stuff. So I was like, and I wouldn't be telling her, I don't give a crap. If you cheat on your boyfriend, why would I tell your boyfriend? I don't care. That's your business. I'm not cheating on my boyfriend. You're cheating on your boyfriend. I don't care what you do. But she thought I was going to go tell her boyfriend. I don't. I could give a crap. I don't get involved with other people's stuff. I don't care. But anyways, so that's why she hated me all this time. So after this time that we all hung out, Richard wanted to ask me on a date, and she was like, no, do not. Her name's Claire, this girl. Do not ask Joy on a date. And Tony's like, well, why not? Let him go on a date with Joy. Maybe he'll get laid. He's like, it's not like he's gonna marry her or anything. And then there you go. But we went on a date. He took me to Andina. It was this really nice restaurant in Portland, Oregon. And then after that, we just hung out every single day pretty much after that. And we were dating like 6 months. And one night when I was wasted all the time, like we drank so much. Richard didn't like drinking, but I made him. We were drinking like, cognac then. Oh man, that stuff's expensive. I remember I'd go get cognac after work, because I was working too. I was working in a real estate office at this point. And because I ended up working at like 3 different real estate offices throughout the years. I worked at Keller Williams, Realty Executives, and this other one called Condo Real Estate. And I also helped these doctors open a knee injection clinic called Reflex Knee Clinic. It's in Portland, Oregon. They have like 5 clinics now, and I was their original only employee, and I helped them open the whole thing. So most people don't realize how much work I did there, but I feel really proud about it. It's a big deal. But anyways, the one doctor now is actually like the head guy for all of like the urgent cares now. His name, the doctors are Dr. Russ Riggs and Dr. Greg Carroll, and they're like, I'm like tight with them. Like they're my buddies. But they're like super like successful now. It's awesome. I ended up quitting because they were overworking me. But it was a good leave. I ended up writing a manual to them for like, it was a 200-page manual and all the stuff I did. And we had a good separation. They knew they were overworking me, so.
Someone was going through our videos and they were saying, what does be free mean? Because I used to put be free a lot. But because remember we discovered last year they changed the policy. So every time I write bulimia, our videos would get flagged and removed just by putting the word bulimia in it.
Yeah.
So let them know that, like, explain what you just about, like, I don't know.
Right, and so, like, I was really struggling with bulimia and also alcoholism for many years. But then I got over alcoholism because that was easier because you could just stop drinking alcohol. You know, you could just refrain from alcohol, and I could do that. I mean, it was hard at times, but I could do that. Now it's not hard at all. I don't even know why I liked alcohol. Now I'm like, I don't know. But I was obsessed with alcohol for a while. Wow. But bulimia was much harder because you can't fully refrain from food. You know what I mean? So people go like, oh, why can't you stop? Well, it's much harder because you have to still figure out, how do I eat? How do I not overeat? How do I eat the right things? How do I not get fat? That's the biggest concern. Usually when people have eating disorder, they want to be thin, right? But so you don't want to have an eating disorder, but you also don't want to be fat, and you also want to eat healthy, but you don't know how. You know, there's all these predicaments. And I remember my dad just thinking like, you can just snap his finger and you should be better, and why aren't you better, kind of thing. And that's why he kept kicking me out. I got kicked out of my dad's house 3 times for bulimia. Not for anything else. Not like, I'd never even tried drugs at this point when I got kicked out of my dad's house. And alcohol, I'd actually already had my DUI. So I was, I had already quit alcohol too. So with alcohol, I had times where I went back and forth with alcohol. But now, no more with alcohol.
Bulimia is going to be the same, man.
And bulimia, we are, let me smell that again, sorry. I didn't even realize what he just gave me. Oh, excuse me. This is my favorite weed ever.
I might just buy that next time. I
always ask him, like, why did you only get one? Well, he'll be like, oh, it was on sale. And it'll come out. He's like, I got you one. It was on sale. It was only like $25. And I'm like, so you only got one of my favorite weed ever. And it's on sale for $25, and that's when you only get one. Where he is someone that will get like all of one strain, you know?
All the time. All the time.
Like, so I go, but when it's on sale, the one that I like more than anything else, you get one. Yeah, maybe next time. Every time he says that. Every time. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's actually, yeah, I'm going to show you guys which one it is. It's called Bushido. What does it say? Sativa dominance. They give a lot of information on this one. Like, not all the brands or all the growers give like sativa dominant, like
the brands, I think,
like
right? The brands
like where they're actually growers or brands.
Are they the same thing?
Yeah, like I think they're
like,
all.
Is there a marketing department that gets
I don't think there's a marketing. I think these are the growers.
That's the
I
same
could be
people.
wrong, but I think the grower is the marketer. And
So
then
there's
it
not
goes
like-
to a
there's not like-
dispensary.
like
yeah,
with-
like I think that every grower has to do their own market. That's why everyone has different stuff.
That's kind of cool.
That's
why
but
it's cool right
why,
now.
like, so like you're saying the grower is not necessarily brand. Like this is Fleur.
Because
or
like
flower,
because you know like
flower,
with
flower.
farmers, you know how it works with farmers. Like you go to the store,
However they want to say that.
if you go to the store and you see orange juice, like the people like selling you the orange juice didn't grow it.
Right, because this is from Fleur, Nevada, and they are a grower here. Oh, here's the rule too with weed. If you guys don't know this, right now you have to grow it in the state that it's sold. So like every state that it's legal, they have to only sell it from their own state. So like
Really?
yeah.
Oh, right, because they can't transport across state lines.
Right, but it's also something I think to help make sure that
Well,
you're promoting your own state. 'Cause
kinda
it's
works out,
helping
though.
with the taxes. So it's not like, so I know like in New York, it's like they can't be getting it from California and selling it at the dispensaries there. It has to come from the New York. It has to be the New York weed at the dispensaries.
You know,
I mean, people illegally sell this stuff all the time.
that's kind of how they used to have a little bit. Like New York
But
had,
legally.
New York still has a law about that, about some alcohol.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on Sundays you cannot buy alcohol except for wine that was made in New York.
Oh, interesting.
So the only alcohol you can buy, you can
I
obviously go.
remember my dad. Well, I don't know if he still is. He probably is since he doesn't talk to me. But he's been an alcoholic a lot of my life. And
I mean, it's kind of like,
since he probably isn't
we-
answering my calls, he probably still is.
Right.
but,
We make up our own rules here. It's like, you know how like in AA they say once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic? No, here you can be alcoholic for a few years and then you're not, and then you're alcoholic again, and then you're not. But really, obviously the entire time it's just alcoholic behavior.
Right, and so I don't think he's sober, I should say. But I remember when he first moved to Washington, he almost lost his mind when he didn't realize that like they don't have liquor all week long. Like it's like, or it's like different on different days. Like it's not a 24-hour, and it's not a like on Sunday it's like a small window you can buy liquor. Like a very small window.
Where?
This was in Washington. I think they've changed it because it wasn't at the.
Oregon, you can't buy it on
Yeah,
Sundays
they
at
didn't
all.
sell it
They're
at
talking
the
about Oregon.
grocery stores. Yeah, no,
No, Oregon's
Oregon
different.
and Washington though, but they didn't sell it at the grocery stores. They now do, but it was only at liquor stores, and the liquor stores had like weird hours. My dad almost lost his goddamn mind when he realized like he had missed like the time to buy liquor anywhere in the state. He was like, are you freaking serious? Like, where the hell did I just move? It also happened when he came to visit me in Oklahoma. Oklahoma has the same things, where I was like, Dad, you gotta, if you want to get your liquor, you gotta go soon. He's like, my dad's always a procrastinator. And then I was like, no, you gotta go. Like, this is your time if you want to go. It was like a 9 p.m. thing. You had to get it before 9 p.m. or something. And then he hated, like, the beer was really weak there. It was like 3.2 or 3.5 or something. I don't know. But I remember my dad would freak out about that. So different states. So with the weed, they're kind of doing the same thing a little bit. But every state's got different rules.
What do you
and
mean?
Stuff. I was saying with the liquor, they're doing like the same thing. With the weed, where it's kind of like every state is different.
Well, yeah, what's cool about Las Vegas is you can get weed 24/7. I don't know, is it like that everywhere else?
No, I don't think so. I think a lot of the dispensaries. I don't
Well,
think.
what are the
even-
hours in
Okay, you
California?
guys,
Anybody?
at the dispensaries that are
Where
the
do you guys?
24-hour.
Yeah, where do you guys live outside of Nevada? What are the hours? Read a couple comments. What's going on?
Breastfeeding, yeah, that's probably a good idea. You know, I don't have any opinion on that. Like, I don't know. I would not definitely. I have opinion on. I wouldn't risk it, but I don't have an opinion on. I don't know if weed would be good for a baby or not. Like, I honestly, that's something they need to. I don't know how they'd study because geez, it might not. You know, I mean, it'd be like, oops, that didn't work out so good. So I don't know how they'd ever study that. But you would wonder because it is. I feel that it's good for adults, but I don't even know if it's good for children. I think you should do it when you're older. I never did weed when I was younger. I did but I don't know. These are all things they're going to have to study as it becomes more legal.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I have no idea.
So someone was asking, the crowd was asking, just if you want to talk about it, you don't have to. If you're, you mentioned your dad was an alcoholic growing up, and was he when you were growing up? And the second part would be, how did it affect you growing up if he was an alcoholic?
My dad was an alcoholic when he left my mom. So I think a big reason why my dad left was due to alcohol. Because my mom was very anti-alcohol. Like, they were Christian and they were youth pastors. They had gone to Bible college. They could have been full pastors, but they wanted to work with the youth. So they were both youth pastors, and then my dad ended up having an affair with a woman in the church.
What?
Yeah. and
Sorry,
he got kicked out of the church.
Just the way I know that's shared, but when you said it, it sounded funny.
Out of the
I forgot.
Church. It was crazy. Like, and he was so
I just knew
mad
that he was
about
a stepmom,
this.
but I was like,
he was so mad that they
the way you
kicked him
phrased
out
it
of
was
the church
funny.
that they said,
Caught
we
me off
don't think
guard.
it's appropriate for you and your
Yeah, I would think
new
not.
wife to still be coming when
a little
it's
weird.
very mean to Laura. So my dad and stepmom met in the church.
It's weird they'd even
and then
think
they
to
got
do that.
married, and they were still trying to go to the same church. And my mom was very upset by this. So the church asked my dad and stepmom to stop coming. They said, please, we're going to have to say you cannot come to this church anymore because it's very not comfortable for Laura, and Laura doesn't want to leave. Because my mom was like, worked there and stuff, you know, like she always worked with the church, with the youth and stuff. In one church, she actually was paid. The other ones, I think she just volunteered. So that's why it was such a wonderful degree my parents got. They got Bible degrees, which one church paid, but it was like a part-time gig. Anyways, most of the time she just was doing it for free, for fun, for Jesus. But my dad, I think, was immediately drawn to Sharon. She now changed her name to Cher. Her name used to be Sharon. And because she was a partier. But she had been into cocaine when she was young, but I think at that point she was just doing alcohol. I don't think my dad has ever done drugs.
No, I don't think, no way.
My dad is really
way.
square.
No way.
I don't think he has. I know he smoked a little bit of weed when he was young. But my dad's super square.
I think very little bit.
But he really likes alcohol. But my stepmom used to like freebase or something when she was young. She was like crazy. So like she was kind of a party girl, and I think my dad was attracted to that because my mom was super uptight and square too. So he got attracted to like this party girl over here. And but she had 2 kids, and one was autistic, and he was a terror back then, Sean. He's much better now, but when he was young, he was a nightmare. My mom never understood what my dad was thinking. She's like, why would you go over there? It was a mess. And but I think it was because of alcohol. Because I think very early on, because my mom got depressed and my dad started hanging out with Sharon. I think he started drinking. And I didn't realize that when I was young, but I remember we would go camping and they would freak out because they would hide their alcohol in Snapple bottles. And Sean sometimes would get into it, my autistic stepbrother, and then Sean would get drunk. And then it would be like a big deal, you know, and then we'd find out that there was alcohol. But we wouldn't know that there was alcohol until Sean got drunk. We'd be like, what is going on, you know? And then there was. So I think they were always hiding the alcohol from us kids because we were very religious. And but yeah, my dad later in life didn't hide it at all. So when I was in the Air Force, but they used to make fun of me. So I was really square like my mom. And I got made fun of by my dad and his family because my dad's dad is a huge alcoholic. My dad's dad is such an alcoholic that like he would just be passed out at the bar every single night when my dad was a kid. And then my grandma sobered him up when he was 45. She said, you need to retire, we're moving to Washington. And then he's never worked again. So he just, in order to get sober, he just stays at home. Like, so he never, she took him away from all his drinking buddies and stuff. They live in Sacramento, California. And she moved him out to Washougal, Washington. And he lives on like a farm. He's still alive. He's an asshole. My only grandparent that's alive is the biggest asshole in the alcohol.
And why is that, do you think?
Because only the good die young.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dispensary weed is much stronger than anything that I've ever gotten, like, illegally. That's why I like it. So I never liked, when I was young, not really young, I mean like out of the Air Force. The first time I ever tried weed, I was out of the Air Force, no joke. Because before the Air Force, I'd never done anything. I was a virgin, I'd never even tried alcohol, I'd never done anything.
The Air Force taught you different.
I was like this perfect little Christian girl. I went in there. And then in the military, I learned to drink. But I still didn't ever try a drug because there's no tolerance for drugs. And I got drug tests all the time because I'm a flyer. So like when you go on in a mission somewhere, they'll always test you when you come back. It's random, random. You get tested every time you come back. So and there's no tolerance. So it wasn't even a question. I wasn't even around it. I mean, it wasn't even like, I remember there were some people that would say when they went home and they smoked weed, and I was like, why would you even risk that? That's so stupid. Like, it was so dumb to do that when you're in the military because there's just no tolerance. I mean, you pee bad and you're out. So it wasn't even a question. But then when I got out of the military, my sister's a big stoner, and I remember she made me try it twice, but I was already drinking, and I remember just going to sleep. Like I smoked a joint with her, a little bit of one, and I passed out, and I was like, that's just lame. And so then I never really was into weed. I was only into alcohol. And then in my late 20s, I discovered cocaine and got into that for a minute. But that's the only thing that I ever tried. I never got into any other drug. Luckily, I'm glad I didn't. I always kind of knew to stay away from really serious ones because I knew that, you can say cocaine's really serious, and it probably is, but that one I got into, and then I just never went further than that, luckily, but, and we now only smoke weed, but the thing about it was I was always kind of knew that I'm someone that's very quick to get addicted to things. So I knew never to try certain things. Like I remember being like, I'm never going to smoke a cigarette because I know I'd get addicted. I've seriously never smoked a cigarette in my life. And I knew I'm never going to do something like heroin because I know I would get addicted. But actually, I don't think I would have even got addicted to something like that because I don't like things that make me sleepy. Because I remember when I
unconscious.
Yeah, I don't like that. When I got my wisdom teeth pulled as a young girl, I was like 16. My mom gave me Vicodin, and
You like
I
to be
remember
alert.
I was just out of it, and I hated that. And then many years ago, when I injured myself, my oblique, they gave me muscle relaxers and something. Was it Vicodin again?
Probably.
Valium, I think they gave me. I think they gave me Valium and muscle relaxers, and I was like, this is
what?
ridiculous. Remember when I got that injury on my oblique?
Oh, right.
And I don't remember what it was. It was Vicodin, but I don't remember. But I hated it. And I was like in a coma for like a week. Like I remember just being like, this is awful. Like that is not something I like. Some people like that. That's not something. So I've always liked to be awake and happy, So, but I don't like things that, I don't like to be addicted to things. So that's why I like weed, because it's not addictive. You get addicted to a habit, but a habit you can stop. Like a habit.
Like working out. Working out's a habit.
But a habit is something that, it takes 30 days to fully stop a habit too, but it's still a habit. So it's something you can control. But in addiction, you can actually get sick and you can die sometimes if it's something that's that's addictive enough. Like if you just cut cold turkey. Like when people are on like opiates, they have to go into like rehab, or they can die if they just stop taking them. Like there's certain things, like when people get addicted to some of these pills. Oh, have you guys? I was reading about Ozempic last night. That's getting crazy. That people are gonna. That one's.
What's happening there?
Well, people are gonna die because you like either have to get off and you're gonna like gain all the weight back, or you just like keep losing weight and you can't stop. And people are getting very ill. I was reading about Sharon Osbourne. Someone told me Sharon Osbourne. Who was that?
Some of the members.
Yeah, it was. Oh, who was it yesterday? Someone told me yesterday about it. I was looking it up. Yeah, it's awful. And all these people like jumped on board with that. That's why we're trying to teach you guys a better way. But yeah, so we were talking about, was it hard when my dad, sorry, I'll get back to this, I forgot. It was hard because I didn't fully know my dad was an alcoholic until later in life. But what was hard is I became an alcoholic, and at first I was judged because I was not a drinker, and then I became a drinker, and then they were all congratulated me. But then I was always kind of like got drunk quickest, so I kind of got judged the most, and then I was the only one that ever got a DUI. So then, even though they drank and drove, but they're very judgmental towards me, and so I stopped drinking, and then I got judged for not drinking, and my sister begged me to start drinking again. So my whole family is like, it's kind of sick what happened, because my up and downs of drinking were hugely related to them, because first they judged me for not drinking, then they congratulated me for drinking, then they said I shouldn't drink anymore, then they said, oh, you've not been drinking, that's probably long enough, you're not an alcoholic, you can start drinking again. And my sister literally twisted my arm. She would make me go out drinking with her, and I wasn't drinking, and I even had a blow and go still in my car. And she was like trying to get me to drink with her, and like, oh, please, 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 please. And I'm like, I can go back to jail, like, if I drink, and you're begging me to drink with you. And it was really bad, and it was really not cool. And then I eventually years later, ended up drinking again. And then it was like the same thing again. Oh, you can't drink. And that's when my sister tackled me, and my knee hurts for life, because it was again after getting dragged back into drinking by my family. I again was the one that has an issue with drinking, they think. And so my boyfriend at the time, I called her and we got in a fight, and he said, Joy's coming where you're at, and my car was there. So she already had the keys. She'd already tossed the keys. It was not a thing that she needed to take it this far. But after getting rid of the keys, she tackled me and held me down for like 2 hours till my dad got there.
Oh, geez.
And my leg was twisted, and she thought I was screaming just because I was drunk. I was screaming because I was in excruciating pain. And she was like, just like pushed harder on me every time that and that's when I make Richard rub my knee. It still hurts all the time.
She sounds really mean.
I don't know.
That sounds vicious.
It's weird, Mrs.
I mean, like torturing you.
She definitely.
That sounds like you have to be.
Definitely got off on it. She even brought her
Yeah,
friend
she
over
got
to come
off on
sit
it.
on me. Like because she couldn't hold me down after a while, because I was like, it hurt so bad. I was like using all my might. And we're about the same size. So then she had called her friend who lived close, and then this was like a weird thing. Like she held me down, then her friend sat on me, and they waited for my dad, who took like 2 hours to get there, to pick me up, and he brought my stepmom, picked me up, and then they drove my car, made this big to-do, and it was like a Saturday or something. I had like nothing to do. I could have just I wasn't going to drive the car when she got rid of the keys. It could have the whole thing was just a big to-do for her to just kind of call my dad and involve him and stuff, and just stupid stuff like that. So I don't know. They do dumb, but then they're all alcoholics. They still all drink. All of them, as far as I know. Well, the fact they don't talk to me, I think they all do. The last time I talked to them, they were drinking, which my sister, we just recently talked to her, and she's still drinking. And she has a 4-year-old now. And my dad is a drinker where he's like super functional drinker, because he goes to work every day, but he's done the same job for 35 years or something. So it's pretty easy. He's an x-ray tech, which most people get promoted. He doesn't want to. He just wants to do the same job, probably because he's an alcoholic. So he likes it. He doesn't have to think. He likes taking photos. He's an artist. So he gets off on taking photos, but he could probably do that like hungover, so that works for him. And he drinks like Canadian whiskey.
Oh, geez. Hard drinker.
Yeah, hard drinker. Yeah. And then he rides his bike to work.
Oh, geez.
So he's like so skinny right now, too. I'm getting worried about him, because I think he just drinks whiskey and rides his bike. I don't even know. He might eat, but you can't tell, because he rides it's like 20 miles a day, like back and forth, like 20 miles total or something.
So what do they do with all their time and money?
I don't know. And they're the most, they know
No,
everything
really,
that's
there's
going
just
on. They
two of
won't
them now.
help.
There's
This
just
is
two
my
of
dad and stepmom, because they put my one brother who's autistic in a home now. And they told me that the state took him, and that's not true, because I called. And I was like, is my brother here? Like, is he forced to be here? They're like, no. I'm like, that's great, you liars. So I talked to him, but then now, remember we talked to him, and then now we can't even talk to him. It was like,
oh, they're blocking you now.
Yeah, like anytime I get a hold of someone like my brother who's autistic, then the next time we try to call, it's like, oh, now there's like way more questioning of like, oh no, now I can't talk to him, you know?
Sure, gets
They
involved.
really, yeah, when my stepmom blocks me from everybody. Because she is so jealous of me, because everybody likes me better than her, because she's mean and nasty. It's
And
like,
you call her out.
I call her out.
Just like Gloria.
Like Gloria, or just like these other ones.
Question
on
though,
here.
we have a lot of people asking this. Have you ever thrown any pancakes at Cher?
Oh no. Not a chance. I think I only yelled at Cher one time, and that
was enough.
I told her that it was a bad yell though. So this is funny. Oh God, my stepmom's a bitch. Oh God, I would never yell at my stepmom. Gloria can take it, and Gloria needs it. My stepmom, that's not. She would kick you out of the house. But Gloria,
Annette,
there's Nanny
hi,
Bear.
come on in.
Gloria needs it.
Come in,
Now you
Annette.
can come in.
Come on, sweetie. Hi, sweetie. Hi, there you are, Nettie. How are you?
Good.
How'd you walk?
Okay.
Good.
Oh, we're really loud over there.
Oh, let me turn down.
So funny. Anyways, but no, my stepmom, she's really mean, and so she's always hated me. Like from the time I was a young kid, because my dad really likes me. Like me and my dad get along really, really good. Me and my dad would still get along. So yeah, my dad was an alcoholic, but I was his favorite, so me and him always got along. But my sister and my stepmom used to kind of get along until, so I've lived with my stepmom, but my sister had never really lived with her because I lived with them when I was 16 for like a year, and my sister never lived with them until she was like, I don't know, like 30 or something. And so she never really understood what I was talking about with my stepmom, because my stepmom is very passive aggressive.
Hi, Gloria.
Like nice, kind of nice. She's very abrasive, but she doesn't come off nearly as like snidey as she is. And so then my sister moved in with them for like a month. And then she was like, so my sister was texting me from the car. She was in the back seat while my dad and stepmom were in the car. My sister was in the back seat. I was at home, and I was getting these texts. Well, I was not getting the texts, I'll tell you the story. My sister thought she was texting me all these things, bitching about my stepmom, and finally like, I get it, she's such a blah, 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 blah. She's going on and on. She was saying, she's such a cunt, and then using all these words. And going on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Apparently my sister picked the wrong one and was texting all of this to my stepmom in the front seat of the car, thinking she was texting me all this stuff about my stepmom. And I didn't know, so I was supposed to come over later. I didn't live with them at this time. I was living with these, I actually lived with these two lesbians. It was awesome. Anyways, I come over and they're like screaming in the house. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? I didn't know what happened. I walk in and my sister's screaming at my stepmom and stuff. My dad just kind of standing there. He just always just stands there. And I was like, what the heck? And I found out the story that Sarah had tried to text me, but she actually texted Cher and all this stuff. And so I remember Sarah was going on and on. So for the first time ever, I jumped in and I said, well, not even Justin likes you. I was like, and that's her son that died. And I was like, he hated you, and you were the worst mom ever, and no one even knew you were his mom when he died or so.
She was pretty bad.
Really mean. I said something like really mean like that, and
it's pretty spot on though.
It was. I felt bad, and then she started like crying, and I was like, oh. Then I felt bad, and then that was like the meanest thing I ever said to her, and then I was like, oh man, and I felt bad. So, yeah, I've never.
But it was true though. I mean, like
It
the
was true.
kid left home. I mean,
He left home. She let him go live with someone else because she doesn't care.
she gave her kids some other family to raise.
But I remember I said that, and then it was like a big deal. And then, yeah, they told me they didn't care my mom died, and they say stuff like that to me. But if I say anything like that to them, then they get all butthurt. So, but then the last year, I sent them some messages speaking my mind, so that's why they will not talk to me now. But no, that's all right. But no, I've never yelled at them per se in person, but I've definitely texted them some stuff since in the last couple of years. Yes. So they've heard an earful from me, so they want nothing to do with me. But it's frustrating because they literally didn't care. Like, I didn't contact them for 10 years, and they never tried to contact me. It was like, I always wondered, like, are they gonna try and contact me? They just didn't. So then finally, I contacted my dad about my mom's death. I felt like my stepdad, was kind of responsible since he gave her a gun. And I was talking to my dad about that, and my dad agreed with me. And then that was like the last conversation I've had with my dad, because now no one will let me talk to my dad. So my dad's a little bit like autistic almost himself. So it's like my stepmom and sister keep him away from me, because if he talks to me, he's like, oh yeah. He totally believes everything I say. But they don't like that, so they keep him away from me. Because my dad is a really good guy, but he can be a real asshole too. It's weird. So he's like a good guy in the sense of like he'd never intentionally try to hurt someone, but he hurts people by not giving a shit. But he thinks he's not hurting someone because he thinks he's just doing his own thing. So he just didn't want to have kids. He said that most of his life. Like he just wanted to just do his own thing. But like he would never intentionally try to hurt someone. He's not someone that like he would never steal. He didn't even fully cheat on my mom. He just started hanging out with Cher, and then my mom couldn't handle that. And I don't think he even had like a full affair, but he just, because he's one of those guys, like he told me, I didn't have sex. I was like, I didn't care. I'm like, I don't care, Dad. But it was a big deal to him. But My mom, once he kind of like started hanging out with another lady, that was enough for her, so she got rid of him. So, but he was in love with my stepmom, and I don't know. He always said I had an emotional affair. I'd fallen in love with another lady or whatever. So, but